Hello again, GLL back again for another quick video. Late night gaming. That's right. Just a quick one for you. Why is late night gaming already doing videos about Halo 6? Okay, Halo 6. Halo 5 came out, what, a couple of months ago, if that, and he's doing videos on Halo 6, a game that's not going to be released for 2 or 3 years. And he's already doing videos about what he wants in Halo 6. Halo 5 just came out. They haven't even released all the content yet. We still haven't got the Forge and all the actual content. He hasn't done any reviews for that. So why the hell is he doing videos on Halo 6? Does that not show beyond doubt that Halo 5 is terrible? For someone who is so positive about Halo 5 to actually go and do a video about Halo 6 just says something to me. It says Halo 5 is so bad, even the people that defend it really don't fucking like it. And if you look at his other videos, it's like find 20 things that we want changing for Halo 5. 20 things? That's a lot of things. That's a lot of things to change. So writing a letter to Halo, writing a letter to 343. Okay, that's about getting 20 things in Halo 5. What he wants changing, right? But then a week before, it's like Brian Reed needs to go. The future of Halo 5 is bright, yet Brian Reed needs to go and they're writing a letter for stuff. Okay. 343 could improve on after Halo 5, Halo 6 commentary. Is that not exactly the same shit as this one up here? No? Surely.
I want to thank all of you guys for the incredible game night that we had. I was honestly feeling very down about game nights and stuff. I was kind of like, trying to avoid them and stuff. The reason we never had game nights isn't because I was busy during the Master Chief Collection. It's because it put me down how broken it was, the Master Chief Collection. I wanted to avoid doing game nights because it just it hurt my Halo fanboy, my inner Halo fanboy, every time that the Master Chief Collection would crash, and I couldn't take any more of it.
So, whoa. Weren't you the one saying that the game was fixed and that we should not say anything about the Master Chief Collection? That we should remain positive? Now you're saying the game constantly breaks? Even now? This is what you're saying? Were you not saying months ago, were you not saying that you have to remain positive, that you don't want to be negative, and now you're being negative?
So I avoided it, and Halo 5 rejuvenated my love of Halo custom games.
Did it really?
Halo 5, all we're missing now is literally Forge, and I mean that's that's a pretty big thing to say that we're missing. But I want to
exactly
talk to you guys about my Halo 5 experience, because I think you guys should know, my channel, I want to be as transparent as possible. When
okay, so is it good or bad?
Drama happens behind the scenes, I want you guys to know. When things are going on in my personal life, I want you guys to understand what's...
No one cares about your personal life. This is YouTube, okay? No one cares about when you go to Toys R Us to buy Sergeant Locke. No one cares. Seriously. Even though that's not the funniest video on your channel, for obvious reasons.
Going on with me, I want to be as personal, as relatable, as not fake as possible. Now, I'm not saying other people are fake, but it's like...
Is he admitted to being fucking fake? What?
I don't want to just be a guy behind a mic with some gameplay. I want to be a person to you guys. I want to be Taras, not just my channel, Late Night Gaming. And when Halo 5 released, I'm not gonna lie, the first week was very hard for me. It was a big mental battle because the story disappointed me.
Because the game is fucking shit. Thank you. He fucking gets it. He fucking gets it. Finally gets it.
So much that, honestly, guys, I was thinking, oh my god, the future of Halo. Should I just leave this series? Because realistically, I thought, alright, Halo 5 will make a ton of money. It will be profitable because it's the Halo brand. You know, people are going to buy it, whether it's good or bad.
But the sales are the lowest in history.
But it was like my morals, my integrity. Should I keep playing this franchise? Because
this is gold. Why have I not watched this before? This is fucking gold.
The story disappointed me so much, you know, and as the weeks went on...
he started to damage control it more and more. This is what he's going to say. Watch this.
I felt more and more pessimistic. I tried putting on fake smiles for you guys, but you can even see my...
What did I just say? What did I just say? He tried to put on fake smiles. Tried to damage control it. It's the same thing. That's it.
Previous content has been very negative of Halo 5. It's been very pessimistic, and only this past week have I almost like come to terms, like accepted. So what I think of Halo 5, guys, is Halo...
It sucks. It sucks. Is he going to say it? Is he going to admit it? Is he going to admit it? Is he going to damage control it again? I can't wait.
Halo 5 feels like a disconnected game. And what I mean by disconnected is, like, you know, let me explain.
It sucks.
I think there are... When a game has a soul, I've described souls in games. Like...
Yes, but this is your convoluted bullshit. Is the game good or is it bad? Do you like it? Do you not like it? And if you don't like it, why don't you like it? And if you don't like it because of the reasons that I was saying before the fucking game came out, then you should be saying, what should I be saying? I told you so, you know? Didn't we all tell you this game was going to be bad? Fucking hell.
For example, games with soul, in my opinion, are like the Halo franchise, the Mass Effect franchise, any
Come on. Don't go there. Don't go there. Halo 5 is like Mass Effect 2. Filler. It's filler. That's all it is. Nothing happens in Mass Effect 2. And Mass Effect 2 fanboys are going to come out with their fucking pitchforks and about 2 teeth going, oh, Mass Effect 2! It's like, it's okay if you like Mass Effect 2, that's not the point. The point is that nothing happens in Mass Effect 2 that impacts on the main story. And that's exactly the same as Halo 5. That's my point.
Bethesda game. You know, and then a game without soul is like Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Any Assassin's Creed game after 2, in my opinion. Like, you know, just soulless corporate cash grab games.
Whoa, he's saying Halo is a corporate cash grab. That is so true.
That are clearly made not because the developers were passionate about it, but because they knew that the brand would sell well and they just wanted to make money. And so Halo 5 feels like it has fractured souls in it. There is an obvious disconnect, in my opinion, because Halo 5, it frustrates me, because I play a level in Halo 5, and there is soul in each level. Each time that I hear...
This is damage control again. This is gold.
A grunt say something hilarious, or reference something from the expanded universe, that it's like, I get it. I know, you know, I got that reference. You know, and it's like... You know, there is soul in Halo 5, but then there are other areas where it's like, this feels soulless. Like, let's talk about the Halo 5...
Does anybody think that maybe LNG should get himself like some kind of other channel where he talks about like the planets and like everybody's star sign or something, because he's absolutely the most guy, full of the most shit ever. It's like, I'm talking about soul. It's like, is the game good or does it suck? That's all we're here to find out. What 343 could improve on after Halo 5? Fucking everything. Fucking everything. That's the truth. And he sits there and goes, I feel like the game doesn't have a soul. Okay, most people are sitting around questioning whether human beings have souls. This guy's questioning whether a video game has soul. Does he think he's overthinking this just a little bit?
Ranking system. Now, Halo 5's ranking system...
Look. I said months ago that the ranking system was probably going to be terrible based on the history of the fact that they've never done one correct in the history of video games. 343 can't do ranking systems. They fail terribly at them. In every single game they've ever done has had a bad ranking system. So if you're going to come out to me now and say you were surprised the game's got a bad ranking system, you're fucking full of shit, because it was plainly obvious months ago.
Rec Pack, the random number generator. Before Halo 5 came out, I wasn't too bothered by it. But
what did everyone tell you about rec packs? Months ago. Again, we told you they were a load of bollocks. Months ago. Wake up.
Now that we play Halo 5 and it's like, my armor is literally tied to a random number.
Tough shit. You fucking defended it. Fucking, you're reaping the repercussions. Shouldn't have defended it in the first place.
That feels soulless. You know, that they created this rec system that they...
Money, money, money. Oh, so funny. It's a rich man's world. Yes, Corporate Commander loves his rec packs.
It sell to us, that judges, that governs how we create our Spartans. You know, and hey, if you don't have enough rec packs, you know, to make your Spartan look how you want, you better earn some more. Like, that system I really don't like. And the thing is, microtransactions, I don't mind them in games.
Well, that's just retarded. You hate them, but you don't mind them. Which is it? It's retarded. Retarded statement. Microtransactions are the AIDS of video games right now. He's going to fucking damage control them. Why? Just fucking admit that they're terrible. Not mentioning that he went on fucking Green Skull's fucking Twitter page and gave him a load of shit over rep pack openings. But he's okay with them. Whatever.
The problem with the microtransaction concept is I feel it's a good concept. It's a great concept because as games move on, you know, games are tied to that $60 price tag, or £40, I believe it is. It is in Britain and stuff. You know, I don't know how it is the rest of the world and stuff, but, you know...
Let's just say, if America pays so much, we pay fucking more. Because it's rip-off Britain. And the cost of living is higher, so everything costs more. Well, we get higher wages, in theory, but not everybody does.
Back in the day, I remember my mom spending $60 on Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis. Like, back in, 1997, I want to say.
Yes, exactly. So that was a lot more money because inflation.
1996, she bought me Sega 2 for my Sega Genesis, and it was $60. It was expensive. And Halo 5, that's the same price. You know, games are the same price. In fact, you're getting more for less, you know, if you count inflation and all that stuff. So the problem with games is they're becoming less and less profitable, and you know, publishers need to find a way to earn money from these games.
Not when a game sells fucking 8 million copies. Okay, they don't need microtransactions when they're making that much money. No way. How much do you think it is to put it on a disc? Ain't that much. Ain't that much. You're talking shit. The technology wasn't there back in the day, so they couldn't physically make a game like Halo 5 back in the day. The limitations was to make a game like Sonic, and they had to put all their resources and money into that. Okay, now it's a lot easier to fucking make games of a higher quality because the technology is there. The technology, like the motion capture technology and all that, wasn't there back then. They couldn't do any of this stuff. You know, it wasn't even available to them. So to compare Sonic fucking 2 on the fucking Mega Drive to Halo 5 is a complete disconnect from what you're actually talking about. It doesn't make any fucking difference. The point is, they spend X amount of money developing the game and they get X amount of money selling the game and then so much profit. As long as they're turning a reasonable profit, there's no reason to start putting microtransactions in. Microtransactions come about because of greed. Because they're not satisfied with that amount of money that they're already making. They want to make fucking double that. They just greed. They just want more and more and more. That's what microtransactions are. That's why phone games come about. People spend more on a phone game now than they will on a fucking full price game because they'll just empty their fucking wallets into it. Oh, I'll just buy a power up there. Oh, I'll buy level 2. Oh, I'll buy level 3. Do we really want that in gaming? No. So people should take a stand and not support this shit. But you'll sit there and defend it and say, oh, let's fucking give them some slack. They're trying to make money. They're already making enough money. Already making enough money. No way in hell should anybody be buying weapons within a game, a full price game. They're already getting that money up front. Okay? If that's the case, put the price of games up. Don't sell them for fucking 40 quid. Sell them for fucking 50. Sell them for 60. If that's what they've got to do to make money, then do that. Nobody is going to say, we'd rather have microtransactions in games than pay extra 20 quid. Nobody. That's just stupid. So don't give me that crap. It's bollocks. And they don't need that money anyway.
Because they're losing more and more money as inflation goes on. So microtransactions, I don't mind as a way to get more money.
He's deluded himself, completely deluded himself. He did the same thing with Halo 5. He's saying to everybody that he can't believe what's happened, even though people told him months in advance it was going to be bad. Okay, he thought never even crossed his mind that people could actually be right. And now he's defending microtransactions when people have all over the place will be telling him what I've just said. He's denying that now. He's in constant denial. He's in constant denial. He even said it himself. He has to remain positive, otherwise he goes fucking apeshit crazy. Well then don't fucking... Just fucking get over it, man. Get over it. Admit that things are not always fucking rosy and that shit is fucking bad. And that's exactly what microtransactions are. They're no good for anybody.
The problem with microtransactions is I feel game publishers have not figured out how to implement them correctly. You know, like Halo 5, I appreciate...
There is no way to implement them correctly.
That 343 managed to find a way to make them not intrusive, you know, like the spending money.
They are intrusive.
Money on rec packs. I find that I don't need to. You know, I earn enough rec points in games that I don't really need to, you know, spend actual money on rec packs. But the problem is tying the customization behind microtransactions. That's when it gets a little, you know, because in previous games, like definitely, you know, like Reach. Can you imagine if Reach we had to spend real money on the customization?
Well, we won't be sat here talking about Halo 5 now, because if Reach hadn't sold well, would Microsoft have continued to put money into this game? Because by now we wouldn't even have enough fucking player base, would we? To keep justifying making another one and another one and another one. We'd have Halo 6 and then the inevitable reboot. That's the way it's going. If Halo Reach hadn't done well, which microtransactions back then would have killed it. Would have killed the whole game. If Halo Reach has the same features as Halo 5, That would have just killed it right there, just like Halo 5's just done. So would there even be a Halo 5? Would we be sat here talking about it now?
And stuff. What I feel Microsoft should have pushed 343 to do is
Stop telling Microsoft to push 343 to do things. Just tell 343 to do it, because 343 are Microsoft. Microsoft fucking say jump and 343 say how high. They are one and the same company. You don't need to say to Microsoft to tell 343 to do something, because all Microsoft do is tell 343 to do things. 343 doesn't think for themselves. They're just the brand, so that if anything goes wrong with that brand, they can fucking say, oh, they're shit, get rid of that studio and bring in another one. If it's just Microsoft and they don't have a sub-studio working for it underneath, then they can never change it over. That all 343 is are the fucking scapegoats in case something goes wrong, which it is, as far as I'm concerned.
Weapon skins, customizable weapon skins, cosmetics, not armor, but like, you know, your weapon skins and stuff.
Well, your fucking armor is cosmetic. Skins are cosmetic, armor, what's the difference?
I feel like that is ripe for microtransactions, because it's like, it's fine. You know, I don't care if someone, you know, spent $2 on a weapon skin. You know, it's
damage control. It's fine, yeah. Keep spending money on them so it can fuck everyone else over, because they'll keep putting more and more on that fucking microtransaction. If people keep buying them. People keep buying them, they'll put more and more in. That's how it works. They're not going to stop there, are they?
Fine, it doesn't matter. It's when it, like, interferes with the core gameplay experience that really bugs me. And it's... So that stuff really does feel soulless, in my opinion, that Microsoft forced 343 to do this to Halo 5's...
Stop saying Microsoft forced 343 to do anything. Stop. Just stop.
Customization. And I do think we will not see the rec system again, which I'm happy with.
What? You're basing this on what? It sold 500. They sold 500,000. Sorry, they got $500,000 in the first week on rec packs. $500,000. You really think they're going to give up that money? If anything, that has just proved that they're going to make it even worse in Halo 6, because idiots like you defend it, and sorry, but people fucking buy it, and you're defending it. So of course they're going to put it back in. You're doing their work for them by defending it.
You know, because I do think it was a nice experiment, but ultimately I would prefer that it just stays in Halo 5 and nowhere else.
Well, keep dreaming.
And you know what? Let's talk about the areas where I do feel there is a lot of soul. The multiplayer feels so full of life. It feels so full of human passion, you know?
Very low population. No one gives a shit about it. Full of life? Nope.
Like, for the story, I ripe on the story a lot. You know, Brian Reed, as a writer, I don't think character-driven stories are his strong suit. Halo Escalation showed symptoms of Brian Reed's poor writing, and Halo 5 is almost like the full-out diagnosis. You know, Brian Reed, you cannot write character-driven stories. Please leave the head...
Well, can't you just say that the guy sucks and man up about it, instead of fucking being like, oh, Brian Reed, he's alright, I don't hate him, but he's fucking bad, but... Just fucking be honest and say that he sucks. Just say that he sucks. It's okay to hate somebody. It's okay not to like something. We're not saying we want ISIS to go and kill him or something stupid like that. That's where you cross the line. All we're saying is he fucking shit at writing Halo. That's all you're saying. There's nothing wrong with that. Fuck's sake.
Writer position and allow someone more competent to take your place. You know, and Brian Reed's not a bad writer. He's not a bad writer.
He's doing it again. Why defend him if you don't like what he's done with Halo 5?
He has interesting ideas. Like, I think that he
Does he?
handles Elite and Sangheili stories pretty interestingly. You know, like...
Damage control.
Julimdama and xGLLx, I believe was his name. I forgot.
Sounds like a fucking Klingon warrior. Sounds like the fucking Gelfs from Red Dwarf.
I probably completely butchered Gek's name, but during Spartan Ops, I thought the elite side of the story was pretty interesting. I like.
Can I just point out to you that he killed off Julimdama in about like 2 seconds into Halo 5 when they turn up, who could have been one of the mid-level bosses or towards the end of the game. They killed him off instantly in a cutscene, which was a complete throwaway cutscene. Is that good way to run your elites? No.
How he handled them, and then definitely Halo 5, the highlights of the game are anything on xGLLx. Anything.
He's got that right.
Part of xGLLx in Halo 5 is genuinely good. Really good. The writing for the elites as characters are really good. Like, there's this one...
Yeah, there's this generic red elite that tells him to get off the ship. What was his name? Sword of xGLLx, generic red elite. Yeah, he was a good character. What elites? Like, there's that woman, like, who's a rip-off of the female Krogan from Mass Effect, who sounds exactly the same as her on the fucking ship. It's like, oh, I can't believe he has a woman among his ranks. That's about it. And then there's the Arbiter. Who fucking else is there with regard to elite characters whatsoever? Halo 1's got more elite characters. And that's not even true, but it's like, you know, at least Halo 1 has like black elites, silver elites, gold elites, you know, and then Halo 2's got like Zealot elites, and you know, when you come up against a different type, it's like honor guard elites. It's like, fucking hell, this guy's got something about him. Like, it's like, fucking hell, how strong is this guy? And you're always fucking guessing. In this game, it's like, yeah, you've got your blue elites and you've got your red elites. Way! Fucking terrified.
Moment where, you know, like, you really got to think about it. Arbiter has this one elite, Maki, I believe her name is, and
This is what you're talking about now, the fucking female Krogan ripoff.
A female xGLLx warrior, and it's like, you know, I understand that right now, you know, like, strong female characters seems to be the current trend in video games, you know, because people like, you know, equality and all that stuff, but...
Social justice! Social justice! We must have social justice! Yeah.
Halo 5, it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel forced. Like, you take Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and it's like the female character is obviously shoehorned into the game. You know, she's...
Don't mess with my sister, Evie.
It's very obviously written into the game later after people started bitching about Unity. Oh my gosh. Sorry about the language, but, you know, like, Maki didn't feel forced into the Halo 5 story. And definitely...
That's because she wasn't even in it. She was on the ship, and she speaks for like 2 minutes. Maybe, if that. She's not even there. She doesn't even do anything. Could you pick her out of a lineup? Okay, could you pick her out of a lineup? Because I couldn't.
You think about Vale, Tanaka, Kelly... and stuff, like, they don't feel forced. They do not feel forced. And there, you know, there are other female characters in Halo 5, but, you know,
Palmy.
Halo 5 has a soul. There is soul in it, but there's also soulless corporate greed as well. And right now, I think the problem with 343 is they need to iron out the soulless corporate hacks, you know, because
Well, they'll just have to get rid of the whole fucking studio then.
343 Industries does have a lot of ex-Bungie employees, but...
No, it doesn't. It's got Frank O'Connor, and that's it. What ex-Bungie employees? And I'm talking about 343, not Certain Affinity here. What? Name 5, okay? It doesn't have any. It's got Frank O'Connor. That's it. There is no ex-Bungie employees at fucking 343 Industries. There isn't. They all fucked off. They all fucked off. Who are these ex-Bungie employees? This keeps coming up. No one knows, okay, because they don't exist. Don't you think they would be in more fucking videos and shit? Like, oh yeah, I'm a passionate Halo fan. I made Halo 1 and all this. Do we ever get that? No. So where are they? They don't exist.
They also have a lot of people that they brought in from outside or been assigned by Microsoft. You know, Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft, the same company as 343. You can't try and separate them. They're not separable. They're one and the same. You keep doing this. You've been doing this for like over a year. I explained this to you over a year ago, and you still can't fucking accept they're the same fucking thing.
That's, you know, the warning lights that Microsoft put in certain employees. So
yeah, all of them.
Halo 5, I can't say it's a bad game because it clearly has a soul. And you know what? It's still a great game.
Stop talking about soul, really.
Still a fantastic game. Like, Brian Reed's story has a soul to it. The problem is...
How can Brian Reed's story have a soul to it when you just said he needs to go because he doesn't know what he's doing? Make up your fucking mind.
Is he just can't execute it. He's not competent enough as a writer.
What are you talking about?
Focuses too much on spectacle and like flashy lights, and he writes sadly.
But how do you know he's responsible for the flashy lights? Are you sure that's not just the fucking graphics team and shit? Like the fucking people, the fucking programmers and the fucking artists and all that? Why is that Brian Reed? He's writing the story. That shouldn't even have anything to do with him.
Very two-dimensional stories. Like, for Brian Reed, a good like place for him as a writer, I feel, is an ideas guy where he spitballs ideas, and then you take...
He hasn't got any ideas. He did the whole story and he didn't come up with any, did he? What do you mean? Why are you defending this guy? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I don't even care about the fucking story at this point. But you do. Why are you defending the guy that supposedly made it suck? This is just bad logic. Bad logic. You're just contradicting yourself over and over.
Someone like Chris, whatever his name was, from Halo 4's, and then he writes the story. He takes Brian Reed's ideas.
But the whole point is they couldn't get him, so they put Reed in as a fucking last resort, surely.
He writes an interesting character-driven story around that. You know, so...
Well, why would they do that if they could get the other guy? They would have just used him, wouldn't they?
Also, I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but 343 will be moving offices sometime soon. And I am actually very excited about that because...
What's that? That's not going to affect anything. They're moving offices. So what? What does that achieve? You still got the same people working on it.
You also got to think, 343 Industries, it's a huge conglomerate of just people, humans like you or I, with brains. They grew up. They had secret hiding places when they were children.
Come on, man. What has that got to do with the price of fish? Seriously.
Had best friends. They had sleepovers. They begged.
This is why this guy is such a fucking idiot. The stuff he comes out with is just complete fucking hogwash at times. What is he talking about? They had sleepovers with their friends and... Yeah, they used to go to school. They learnt at school. They went to fucking high school, college. They went to fucking university. And then they got their jobs at Microsoft. And then they started working on Halo. And so we have to cut them some slack because they're human beings. What the fuck? What the fuck is he talking about? What's that got to do with anything? If they fucking shit, then they're shit. It doesn't matter what happened to them in a fucking 10 years ago. It's irrelevant now when it comes to the game. Do we judge fucking... If fucking Miyamoto makes a bad game, that's kind of the same thing. Oh, fucking, he made some good ones in the past. Who cares? If the new one sucks and you don't like it, why are you defending it? It makes no sense.
Their mom to buy them toys at supermarkets. Everybody at 343 is a person,
What do you fucking do?
an individual.
And so what?
And as humans, staying in a certain environment can affect us creatively. And moving environments for 343 Industries, I think, is a good idea. I think that it's going to change the way that they develop the next Halo game. And so 343, you know, when you guys ask me, why do I like 343 after Halo 5? It's because there's still a soul. There is.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Damage control in the worst way, because he doesn't even know what he's saying.
Soul in there. There are corporate hacks, yes, but there is soul. A majority of 343 is soul, is creativity, is a passion for the Halo franchise. The other day I was listening to their live stream, and, you know, listening to Quinn Del Hoyo, I believe is...
It's bullshit, man. It's all hype and bullshit PR. They've never talked any sense. Much like you. They don't talk any sense. That's why you like it.
His name was, he used to work on the Gears of War multiplayer, and then he moved on to Halo 5 multiplayer. You know, listening to him just trash the 343 pro team, like, it was pretty funny to listen to. And, you know, listening to them, you know, say, like, and for the people who are using the exploits in Warzone Assault, we see you. Like, you know, there's a soul.
What do you fucking do? Like, they made the broken ass fucking exploits. What do you mean? Why didn't they fucking test it better before it came out? It's not people's fault that the game sucks. Like, you can fucking glitch the fucking capture points. That's fucking their problem. Tell them to fucking patch it. Oh, we see you fucking glitching the game. So fucking what? It's a fucking game, isn't it? If it ain't broke, you know, if everybody else is fucking doing it, either you fucking do it or you fucking shit out of luck, aren't you? You got to play people at their own fucking game at times. It's one of them fucking things. Or either you play people at their own fucking game and adapt, you know. You got to learn to super bounce in Halo 2 just to fucking beat the dicks that are super bouncing. It's one of them, isn't it? You got to play them at their own game. Okay, I'm not saying you go straight up and super bounce at the beginning of the game and be a total arsewipe. But if some fucker's up there, you need to know how to do it to go up and fucking get him. It's simple. If fucking everybody, as you go into fucking Warzone, is fucking hacking the fucking capture points, you're going to learn how to do it, aren't you? So you fucking get ahead of the fucking game and win. It's obvious. Same with Reach. Once you learn you can spawn somebody out of the level, you can go fuck off into the other base before you capture this point, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. It's just the way it is. It's gaming. We can see you! Huh? We can see you! Yeah, we can see you. No one gives a fuck.
There's a passion. They have fun making Halo. The problem is, they need to get rid of the guys with the bad ideas. You know,
get rid of all of them then.
That really is the problem with 343 right now. They're an incredible company that is...
They're not a company. They're a studio under Microsoft. Microsoft is the company. 343 is not a company. You can't buy shares in 343. They're a studio under Microsoft. You cannot... They're not a company.
Being held down by lazy slobs. Like, you think of it as, let's consider 343...
Not lazy slobs. What are you talking about?
3 as, Halo is a rock, alright? A big boulder.
Halo is a rock. What?
Boulder. And the boulder needs to be moved across an open field.
At this point, the boulder needs to be ripped to pieces. If you talk about Halo 5.
Bungie has been moving this rock for quite a while, and as time went on...
You're comparing Halo series to a rock. Really?
They became stronger, and they figured out ways to move the rock more smart. more smart. That sounded like bad
know,
English. But okay, let's move on. And then Bungie, they ran away, because they were sick of carrying this rock. Now 343...
For fuck's sake. I don't know if I can watch anymore. How much is left? 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes.
3 has come in. They're noobs to carrying this rock. They don't understand truly how to do it. They're figuring it out, all right? They're figuring out, like when we cross mud, we should pull the rock this way. So they're figuring out what to do. But the problem right now is some of the people carrying the rock, they're not pulling their weight. They are not putting in as much effort as they could. And so what 343 needs to do, they need to get rid of those people that are not pulling their weight, that are giving bad ideas, that are holding this company back. So that is my opinion of 343 Industries right now. And that's why I'm not giving up on Halo. Halo has a bright future. And in fact, the fact that Halo...
Denial. That's the next stage.
5 disappointed a lot of people is good, because I do think there's going to be a lot of shifting. There's going to be a lot of changes in 343 Industries.
Dreams.
Based on our feedback. But the importance is, unlike what other YouTubers say, who just say, "Oh, Halo 5 sucks. It's terrible. It's shit."
Yeah, other than other people like me, yeah, who talk like that, yeah, and just talk sense. We'll talk about a boulder going through mud. Genius. Fucking genius.
That just want to say "Oh, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad," or
Is that me, or was a really bad impression of me, or a really good one? You be the judge.
You guys asked me my opinions on Bdobbins for the win, who just complains and whines. That's not what we want to do. We want to voice very loudly what did not work in Halo 5. We don't
everything.
want to say Halo 5 was terrible, it was bad, Halo's ruined forever, 343 ruined Halo. We don't.
Well, they did. Get over it. You're the one that's in denial.
Don't want to say that, because that's not true.
Yes, it is. Denial.
Want to say specific things that they can work on. Halo 5...
Everything. Name one thing they can't work on. Exactly. They can improve everything if they try hard enough. Everything can be improved. So there's no fucking, we need to say they can work on these things. No. They can work on everything. Even the stuff that was good could still be better. Because this ain't no Halo 3. This ain't no Halo 2. This ain't no Halo Reach. It's none of those things. It's nowhere near. So everything can be improved. So the game as a whole sucks. And there's nothing you can do to change fucking anybody's mind on that that's got that opinion. Because it's a fucking fact of life that not everybody's going to fucking be talking about, oh, we've got a boulder, we need to push through the mud. Way! It's like, no. Normal people are not retards, okay? They don't talk about Halo as a boulder, they just talk about what they see. They talk about how it's fucking bad. Not about boulders.
Did not launch with enough content. Halo 5's story...
I thought you were damage controlling all the content and saying it was fine months ago. Now you're saying it didn't release with enough content? I told you months ago. Months ago.
Was just a mess. It was a mess. That's the kind of stuff that we want to focus on, all right? That way...
Everything! Hello!
343 can read our comments, because they do. All right, you gotta be...
No, they fucking don't. Fucking arse, do they? Bullshit.
Stupid to think 343 doesn't read the comments.
No, you're stupid to think that they do, because obviously they don't. Because they don't listen. They just don't listen. They haven't listened since Halo Reach. They don't listen at all. And when they do listen, it's to the wrong fucking people.
Of their videos. They know. They can hear us. We've got to be...
They don't listen. If they listen, this game would not exist.
Vocal about what didn't work and what did work. That way they can improve...
Nothing worked. Done.
Move on the strengths and just cut off the weaknesses. like Brian Reed. But okay, so
You keep telling us that Brian Reed's amazing. You're contradicting yourself. You said Brian Reed was good. You yourself keep saying Brian Reed should still be a part of Halo 6. Brian Reed should do this. Brian Reed's good for ideas. You say this, then you're saying they should get rid of him. Make up your mind. If he sucks, he sucks. Just fucking admit it. Admit it to yourself. Stop damage controlling every little thing. Even when you say it's bad, you still damage control it. It makes no sense to do that. If you've got an opinion about something, just fucking say it. That's the difference between you and fucking me. Whether I like something or whether I dislike it, I just fucking tell you. I don't sit there and damage control something because I believe that I'm somehow gotta remain positive at all fucking times because I'm drugged up to my eyeballs. I just tell you how it is. Why can't you do that as a normal human being? Just speak the fucking what you feel and what you think. Stop trying to be a fucking damage control fucking expert.
Guys, that is my opinions on 343 Industries right now. What do you guys think about this video? Just leave me your opinions in the comment section, and I will see you guys on my next video.
Lot to think about there. Feel free to subscribe, guys. See you later.